Yo, what is good? Video 2 of the day. Just reacted to the Venice Beach Harry Mack freestyle, and we're back on an Eminem grind infinite. Had to go back. We're going we're going way back for all these rappers right here. The Venice Beach for Harry, and then we got Infinite for Eminem. This is off his first, I don't know what you call it. Is this his first album? His first mixtape, EP? Like, I don't know if this is an actual album or not. If someone does know, let me know. But the song Infinite, the album cover title, crazy. This is one of I had this shit memorized back in the day. I still probably have some of it memorized, but haven't listened to it in a long ass time. But since we were going OG songs lately, I just had to hop on this and enlighten some of y'all who don't know this. If you're like finding out about this with this video, let me know. But this is this song really opened my eyes to what was possible with just lyrics and wordplay and multi-syllables and rhyming schemes. It's just a classic. It really is. Let me get to some comments. Felix Patterson. Damn, he can spit for sure. This is on the Supernat reaction. And says, looking forward to more Juice WRLD reactions. That is coming up. It's also nice to get these clips of you spitting at the end. Good shit. Great way to end these reaction videos. Appreciate that, my man. Probably won't put one on this one. Only on the off-top videos I'll put it. BNZ for Lakers. Watch him impersonate rapper's voice. Amazing. Still repping H-Mac, but respect to Supernat. Yes, sir. The voice changes up was decent. Beat Club just says Sharon or Sharon. I think that's a rapper, freestyle rapper. I might check him out. Haven't heard of him. So anyway, let's get to Infinite though.
Oh yeah, it's like Eminem, baby. Back up in that motherfucking ass. One time for your motherfucking mind. We represent the 313. You know what I'm saying? They don't know shit about this. For the 9-6. Hey yo, my pen and paper cause a chain reaction to get your brain relaxing. Cause they be acting maniac in action. A zaniac and maniac in action. Chain reaction. Like, just listen to how many multis he fits in and then just goes into the next one. Man, classic. This is like old school M2. Like, paper cause a chain reaction to get your brain relaxing. A zaniac the maniac in action. A brainiac effect, son. You mainly lack attraction.
Brainiacsson.
A zaniac the maniac in action. A brainiac effect, son. You mainly lack attraction. You look insanely whack with just a fraction of my tracks run.
Just a fraction of the track and you're looking crazy whack. Let's go, baby.
Got you climbing hills. I travel.
Oh, hold up.
In action, a brainiac effect, son. You mainly lack attraction. You look insanely whack with just a fraction of my tracks run. My rhyming skills got you climbing hills. I travel through your mind into your spine like siren drills. I'm slamming grills of roaches with spray to disinfect and twist and X of rappers to this spinal column disconnects. With this index and check the monologue.
See, the transitions into the rhyme schemes is what I'm paying attention to right now, because the multis are crazy. Obviously, like I'm gonna stop this a lot. It's gonna take me a while to get through a 4-minute video, but you gotta go listen to the song in full regardless if you haven't. Let's go run this back though.
The fraction of my tracks run. My rhyming skills got you climbing hills.
I travel through your mind into your spine like siren drills. I travel through your mind into your spine like siren drills.
I travel through your mind into your spine like siren drills. I'm slamming grills of roaches.
Cause sirens go and travel through your mind or into your spine like ambulances, but the beat, siren, like there's so much going on.
I travel through your mind into your spine like siren drills. I'm slamming grills of roaches with spray to disinfect and twist and X of rappers to this spinal column disconnects.
Twist the necks of rappers till their spinal column disconnects. All right, let's let her run a little bit.
The roaches with spray to disinfect and twist and X of rappers to their spinal column disconnects. With this index and check the monologue. Turn your system up, twist them up and indulge in the marijuana smoke. This is the season for noise pollution, contamination, exam
cartoons than animation. My lamination of narration hits snare and bass in a track for duck rapper interrogation.
Hits the snare and bass and narration, examination, contamination. Like, go to all the Asian flows, but make them make sense. Hit them with some metaphors in the middle. Not too many metaphors on some of these, because he's just going into his lists. His lists, oh, man.
Lucia contamination, examination of more cartoons than animation. My lamination of narration hits snare and bass in a track for duck rapper interrogation. When I declare invasion, there ain't no time to be staring, gazing. I turn the stage into a barren wasteland. I'm infinite. You heard of hell, well I was sent from it. I went to it serving a sentence for murdering instruments. Now I'm trying to repent from it. But when I hear the beat, I'm tempted to make another attempt at it. I'm infinite. The beat commence so I can beat the sense in your elite defense. I got some meat to mince, fruit is stomping into feet to rinse.
I'll let the beat commence so I can beat the sense in your elite defense. Oh my god, bro. And then I stomp on fruit or whatever, meat to mince, I stomp on fruit, and then I got 2 feet to rinse. Come on.
The beat commence so I can beat the sense in your elite defense. I got some meat to mince, fruit is stomping into feet to rinse. I greet the gents and ladies, I spoil loyal fans. I foil your plans and leave fluids leaking like oil pans. My coiled hands around this microphone are lethal. One thought in my cerebral is deeper than a jeep full of people.
One thought in my cerebral is deeper than a jeep full of people. So he's just using similes. More so than metaphors. Metaphors are tougher when you gotta fit the rhyme scheme. Similes are a little bit easier because you got a lot more variation of ways you can go. I guess metaphors need to relate in some way. Similes are more like descriptions, if you will, like adjectives. So they're a bit easier to hit with the crazy multis he's going with.
I got some meat to mince, fruit is stomping into feet to rinse. I greet the gents and ladies, I spoil loyal fans. I foil your plans and leave fluids leaking like oil pans. My coiled hands around this microphone are lethal. One thought in my cerebral is deeper than a jeep full of people. MCs are feeble, I came to cause some pandemonium. Battle of pandemonium, MCs a standalone one.
See, MCs are feeble. See how I mentioned this in some freestyle tries, some Harry Mack reactions. Obviously, completely different things here, but the strategy is the same. Like MC's a feeble. He's going into the next count, the next bar, with the rhyme scheme of the last, and then transitions into the new rhyme scheme.
One thought in my cerebral is deeper than a jeep full of people. MCs are feeble. I came to cause some pandemonium. Battle of pandemonium. MCs a standalone one. Imitator, intimidator, stimulator, simulator of data, eliminator. There's never been a greater since the burial of Jesus. Fuck around and catch all the venereal diseases. My thesis is smash the stereo to pieces. My acapella releases plastic masterpieces through telekinesis that eases you mentally, gently, sentimentally, instrumentally, with entity, dementally, meant to be infinite.
Ease your brain with this telekinesis. My thesis will smash your brain to pieces. Like just the mental, mental simulation, stimulate the data with imitation. Like, come on. All right, run that back.
Acapella releases plastic masterpieces through telekinesis.
Plastic masterpieces through telekinesis that eases you mentally. Telekinesis that eases you mentally. My thoughts going down on the page that eases your brain because it's so insane. Let's get it.
Stereo to pieces. My acapella releases plastic masterpieces through telekinesis that eases you mentally, gently, sentimentally, instrumentally, with entity, dementally, meant to be infinite. You heard of hell, well I was sent from it. I went to it serving a sentence for murdering instruments. Now I'm trying to repent from it. But when I hear the beat, I'm tempted to make another attempt at it. I'm infinite. Man, I got evidence, I'm evidence, and I've been clever ever since my...
Man, I got evidence, I'm evidence, and I've been clever ever since my... Come on. Yo, I use clever together a lot in my rhymes. That's one of those are rhymes that kind of go in my freestyles. But evidence, I'm never dense, and I've been clever ever since I represent. Come on.
Man, I got evidence, I'm evidence, and I've been clever ever since my residence was hesitant to do some shit that represents the MO. So I'm assuming all responsibility, cause there's a monster will in me that always wants to kill MCs.
Because there's a monster will in me that always wants to kill MCs. Every single beat in the flow makes the same sound. Like if you look at beats or notes or whatever, like in the flow, if there's 8 notes in the flow, if there's some syncopation, if there's some triple, like every single one while he's in the flow, which kind of coincides with the rhyme scheme, is making the same sound basically, save for a few little moments that don't really stick out. But that's why it's so crazy to hear.
Assuming all responsibility, cause there's a monster will in me that always wants to kill MCs.
Monster will in me that always wants to kill MCs.
Clever ever since my residence was hesitant to do some shit that represents the MO. So I'm assuming all responsibility, cause there's a monster will in me that always wants to kill MCs. Mike Nessler, slamming like a wrestler, here to make a mess of a lyric smuggling embezzler. No one is specialer. My skill is intergalactical. I get cynical, act a fool, then I send it through back to school. I never packed a tool or acted cool.
I never packed a tool or acted cool. It wasn't practical. Come on.
For lyric smuggling embezzler, no one is specialer. My skill is intergalactical. I get cynical, act a fool, then I send it through back to school. I never packed a tool or acted cool. It wasn't practical. I'd rather let a tactical, tactful, tractical. You fancy, in fact I can't see or can't imagine a man who ain't a lover of beats or a fan of scratching. So this is for my family, the kid who had a cameo on my last jam, plus the man who never had a plan B. Be all you can be, cause once you make an instant hit, I'm tense to bit and tempted when I see the sins my friends commit.
Cause once you make an instant hit, I'm tense to bit. What?
Can be, cause once you make an instant hit, I'm tense to bit and tempted when I see the sins my friends commit.
Be all you can be, cause once you make an instant hit, I'm tense to bit and tempted when I see the sins my friends commit. Ah.
I'm infinite. You heard the hell while I was sick from it. I went to it serving a sentence for murdering instruments. Now I'm trying to repent from it. But when I hear the beat, I'm tempted to make another attempt at it. I'm infinite. You heard the hell while I was sick from it. I went to it serving a sentence for murdering instruments. Now I'm trying to repent from it. But when I hear the beat, I'm tempted to make another attempt at it. I'm infinite.
Like I said, this is volume 1, volume 0 for me in terms of multis, rhyme schemes, changing up the flow to fit the rhyme schemes. This is just as much practicing freestyle as it is as listening to Harry Mack or MC Juice or Juice World. Like having this strategy. Eminem that's why one of the best lyricists. For me, I think he is number 1. For me, I always say I don't really mess with his new shit, and I don't. In terms of listenability, and I want to make that clear, not in terms of rhyme scheme, not in terms of wordplay. He's still elite. He's still way ahead of anyone you'll name to this day with that shit. But he was that way back in 1996. I think it's 96. I was born in 94. So, man, this just brings me back to like 7th, 8th grade. Listening to all the Eminem archives. That's why I had to do Fubba You Cover a couple days ago, maybe a week ago. Anyway, appreciate everyone listening and leaving a comment and subscribing. This took me back, man. This took me back. Peace out.